So earlier we looked at how we could go about setting up an action inside of Photoshop, then how we could run that action on multiple files by using the batch command. However, we were resizing the images, and that's not necessarily something that you have to create an action for. We just did that really for demonstration purposes. If you needed to resize several images, there's a great way that you can do that automatically inside of Photoshop by coming up to the File menu, and from the File menu, you can choose Scripts, and from there, you can choose Image Processor. This is going to open up the Image Processor dialog box, and here you just have to follow these steps. So the first thing that you need to do is select the images that you want to process. In this case, I'll go ahead and click Select Folder and navigate to the exercise files folder that you downloaded. It's called PSWeb. In there, we have that headshots directory. I'll go ahead and click OK. Then what you need to do is select a location to save the processed images. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Select Folder. And on the desktop, I'm going to create a new folder called Thumbs. And then I'll go ahead and select that folder. Again, you want to make sure that Photoshop is in fact selecting that Thumbs folder, so go ahead and type that in the text field if it's not doing that for you. Then you can click OK. And you can just verify that path. Then you can choose the file type. So here, we're working with PSD files. What do we want to do? Do we want to save them as JPEGs, TIFFs, or PSDs? Well, PSD doesn't make a lot of sense, but it could if you simply had to resize them. In this case, we want to save them as JPEGs with a quality of 7. We want to convert the profile to sRGB, and we want to resize the images to fit a specific dimension. I'm going to go ahead and type in 250 pixels by 250 pixels. Down here towards the bottom, you can run an action. We don't need to do that. And in this case, we don't want to include any ICC profiles. So this is what we want to do. Now all we have to do is click Run. Once we click Run, you'll notice that Photoshop is performing those actions. And if we wanted to verify that, we could minimize Photoshop, open up the Thumbs folder. In here we have the JPEG folder, and each of those images now reside within that directory. So hopefully some of these automation techniques can help you become more productive inside of Photoshop when you need to optimize and perform the same task on multiple images.